Hey, what's up, my Dokus? Jason welcoming you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we pretty much went through our entire regular academic day. And this time, well, it's our free day, so we're going to be spending it doing pretty much just many different things, starting off with bonding events. And I do want to make note of something here. There are, as I mentioned before, there are character notes for every, pretty much every character. There are character notes that you can only get through bonding events, and you can easily miss them, especially like there is no way you're going to get every single character note on your first playthrough. The second playthrough pretty much allows you to pick up all those character notes that you missed. So because of this, I'm not going to be too worried if we don't get character notes. I'm just going to kind of go with the bonding events that I specifically have not seen myself, actually. And one of which is in the bookstore. And it is right here with Emma. Oh, hello, Reen. I see you're working hard as always. Hey there, Emma. You know, I see you in this bookstore pretty often. What brings you here today? Well, today I'm searching for some study materials. I'm hoping to find some work that'll help Fee with our classwork. Ah, so that's it. Have you come across anything good yet? Not quite. I've been struggling to find something that would make it easy for her to understand. But on my honor as class president, I'm going to keep looking until I find something. I do owe her one after she cheered me up yesterday. Maybe I can help her out. How about I help you out then? Are you sure? Thank you so much for offering. Okay, to get started, would you mind searching over there? Got it. Unsurprisingly, most of the books here are targeted at people with a high level of education. Fee isn't quite there, though, so I need something a bit simpler for her. It's really considerate of you to use so much of your free time to help her. But isn't this cutting into your own studies? It's not a big deal, really. I got into the Academy on a scholarship, so I want to return the favor by doing all I can to help other students out. Class 7 is an especially small class, too, so helping each other just seems like the natural thing to do. That kind of thinking is why you're our class president. You don't need to flatter me. It's not flattery, it's honesty. For what it's worth, Fee's been paying a lot more attention in classes since you two started studying together, too. I've noticed that. It's nice to see. Hopefully, I can teach her how to get more excited about learning new things before our midterms starts. That would definitely be a big step for her. Hearing that makes me really want to find her the right book. You and me both. Oh, what about that book over there? That might work. This one? Oops, sorry about that. Likewise. And we got some points. Hooray! Alright, next one that I hadn't seen before is actually to do with our instructor. And she is in the 3rd floor of the dormitory. So let's race all the way up here. And not that room. Not that room either. This room? Yes, it is. Well, if it isn't the Mean Machine, dutifully roaming the campus as always. I feel like wasting my breath pointing this out, but you do know it's the middle of the day, right? You got a problem with me spending my afternoon drinking? It's my room and my beer. I'm not seeing the problem here. Looks like she's already plastered. Knowing her, she's probably ready to leap into action if anything serious were to come up, though. This might be a good chance to ask her about some things I normally couldn't. Hey, don't just stand there like you've got nothing to do. You're a student, so come sit here and keep me company. don't see how that has any relation to me being a student. Oh well, I guess this is a good chance as any. Go get myself something to drink. Oh, be a dear and get me something to snack on while you're out, would you? Fine, fine. Looks like you've been working pretty hard for the student council. That's what I like to see. Building up experience and making memories is exactly what youth's all about. I don't want to hear it. Not from the person that pushed me into it in the first place, anyway. Especially since I've got a lot on my mind lately regardless. So this is about Machias, huh? Was it that obvious? Well, you don't exactly have a poker face. Have you figured out a way to make up with him yet? I wish. If I'd be completely honest with him to begin with, none of this would have happened, so it's all my fault. But still, I remember when I had such simple, youthful worries. That's one way to brush me off. Well, the way I see it, your best bet is to just focus on helping the student council out for today. Helping other people out with their worries helps you develop as a person and figure out how to take care of your own. Really? Of course, you need to take care of each and every request, or you need to take each and every request seriously, and not just see them as boxes on a checklist. Listening carefully to what a client says and figuring out what they really want from that is key part of the job. After all, people tend to see what's really not, or say what's really on their minds. You have to listen for it. Hey, what's with that look? I'm just surprised that you gave such a helpful, on-point reply. Can I ask what you did before you became an instructor? Well, let's just put it this way. I've got a lot of experience. More than enough to give you younglings helpful advice whenever you need it. That would be a bit more credible if you weren't completely drunk. Lucid enough to dodge the question, though. Either way, I'm your homeroom teacher. I'll always help you out if you really need me. For now, though, just focus on what you've got to do. I suppose you're right. Well, it's not every day she gives good advice. I might as well take it while I can and focus on helping out the student council. Ah, that's the stuff. I could take her advice, right? Alright, that our bond with Sarah strengthened. And now, let's go ahead and take care of a few things. As first things first, I want to go to the engineering building. Simply because if we talk to George, we will get a character note from him. And I'm done, finally. What were you doing? I was writing up the orbital bike report to send to the Roar Institute of Technology. It's a shame that I can't send it their way over the orbital net, though. We just learned about that the other day in class, but I'm still having trouble believing that it's really in development. A unified network for computers to exchange information sounds almost too helpful to be real. Sure does. Once it's properly introduced and distributed, the world's going to be a very different place. It's still in the testing phase now, though, so only some lucky spots have access. And unfortunately for me, there aren't any cables connecting us to Roar, so I can't send them my reports. Alrighty then. Well, that gives us a character note for George. And now what we need to do is go all the way back to Ken's bookstore. Because... Welcome, freebie. Feel free to browse at your leisure. Pardon me, but you sent a request to the student council, didn't you? I certainly did, and I'm guessing this means you're taking care of it. Wonderful. Yep, you said you needed help with delivering some books to the Academy's instructors? Correct. I usually handle it myself, so I'm sorry to put that work on you today. If you don't mind me asking, is there a reason you needed someone else to do it? Shamefully enough, yes. I lost my order sheet I recently received from the Academy, so now I'm not sure who I should deliver each book to. That's when I decided that it's best to ask one of the students instead. You're more familiar with your instructors than I am, so you might be able to deduce who ordered what. So that's why you put the request in with the student council. Exactly. I actually hired a part-timer who's a student at Thor's. I had planned on asking her first, but she's working somewhere else today, so the student council was my only recourse. Now it all makes sense. So, are you free at the moment? I'd like to get them delivered as soon as possible. Sure, I'll take these off your hand. Great, here you go. You'll have 5 books to deliver. They make for a heavy load, so be careful carrying them. War of the Lions, Modern Art, Topical Science, Analyzing Macroeconomics, and the Empire's Hottest Spots. You weren't kidding about the weight. Did anyone order multiple books? Don't worry, just one per person. So 5 deliveries, 5 people, 5 books. Seems simple enough. These are all different types that I should be able to figure out which instructors order each one. I'll get started right away. I'm sure you'll do a great job. Alright, well, now if we shop with him, we can buy the Imperial Chronicle, issue 2. And we can also buy Manly Munchies, which if we use, go ahead and go to our items and go into here. We go to Manly Munchies Sandwich. We can get tomato sandwich for a recipe. And yes, that's recipe number 4. Okay, so now we need to head to the library. And then we'll go ahead and come over here and read Erebonian folklore. And that will be added to our book notes. And I should have done this when I went into the engineering building for George's character note, but he does have a new master quart for us. So if we go ahead and talk to him, shop, he has master quartz for 4,000. Oh, Lord. Okay, well let's see if we can get. Pretty much be using all that we just exchanged, but we'll get it back. We'll get it back, I swear. Alright, but that takes care of that, so let's get officially started on the book delivery side quests. So we need to talk to... Actually, we were just in there, and we could have taken care of this, but we need to talk to Instructor Thomas, who is currently in the library. He should be right... No? Oh, there he is. Well, if it isn't Reen, how may I help you today? If you're here to talk history, I'm sure I can set aside a few hours of my day for engaging little chat. Not today, thanks. Instructor Thomas is in charge of history and literature. It's not hard to tell why he was picked to be for the former, either. I'm just here to ask you whether you ordered this book from the bookstore recently. Oh, you have my Behind the War of the Lions! Wait, why do you have my Behind the War of the Lions? Well, it's a long story. I see. It all makes sense now. Thank you for going out of your way to hand-deliver this to me. It was no trouble at all. By the way, this book provides an in-depth look at several of the mysteries surrounding the War of the Lions, though I suppose you probably figured that much out from the title. I had intended on covering these mysteries in class too, but I would be more than happy to lend it to you if the premise catches your interest. I'll let you know if I ever find the time. Alright, our next person we need to talk to is in the main building, actually, and I believe this is where most of everybody is. Okay, so we need to go to, that's the infirmary, faculty lounge, here we are. You're that Reen Schwarzer from Instructor Wallenstein's class. What brings you to me? May I have a minute of your time? pretty sure he teaches the political and economics classes. That should mean... Do you know this book, by any chance? As it just so happens, that's the very book I ordered from the bookstore. But why do you have it? Wait, don't tell me Valentine's corrupted you into a petty thief. You're both stealing Academy deliveries, aren't you? Hold on, let me explain. I see. Allow me to apologize for doubting you so readily and so vehemently. But that raises another question. Your father is a baron, is he not? Then why, pray tell, would someone of such worthy blood perform such menial tasks? What exactly are you asking me? I do not mean to deny the work ethic or the importance of the student council, but nobles have their roles and commoners have theirs. I would just like for you to keep that in mind. I see. What's more, you could very well have a bright future. Try not to let Instructor Valentine's influence stain it too much. That is all. You may take your leave. Thank you for your time. You must be gunning for the title of Thor's most punchable faculty member. Yeah, probably. But we need to go now to the second floor. Because we need to find... here we are in the music room. There she is. We need to talk to Instructor Mary. Why, hello there. Did you have a question for me? I do. Do you have a moment? Instructor Mary teaches both the arts and home ec, so this should be hers. Did you order this book recently? Oh yes, I did. But is there a reason you have it? Funny you should ask. It's quite the story. I see. That's very diligent of you. Not at all. I'm just doing what was asked of me. Oh, come now. No need to be so humble. I should have said this earlier, but thank you for going out of your way to bring this directly to me. I'm sure this book will increase the quality of my lessons dramatically. You've made my students very happy. That's very flattering. Alright, and then finally we need to head up to the rooftop and talk to... here he is. Instructor Makarov. Oh hey, Reen, right? What do you need? Just a moment of your time if you can spare it. Instructor Makarov teaches natural sciences and orbital engineering, so this one might just be his. Did you order this from the bookstore recently? Yes, I've got a subscription to that magazine through the bookstore. But what are you doing with it? Well, it's like this. Well, that do it. Thanks. Between schoolwork and other favors for the student council, you must be a busy guy. I won't deny that. Changing the subject for a minute, mind if I ask what you're doing up here? Evading all my teacherly responsibilities. Can't you tell? Right. How silly of me. There are some things you just shouldn't say in front of your hardworking students. It's cool though. I'm doing just enough hard work to keep me from being fired. You should try it out sometime. No offense, but I think you work too hard. Today's your free day. You should use it to relax a bit. All that hard work will catch up to you if you don't. That's a good point. Oh, I wouldn't have expected that out of him. Guess he does care about his students in his own way. Anyway, thanks for bringing me my magazine. Catch you later. Right, thank you for your time. Alright, and our last person we need to bring this to is, in fact, Instructor Sarah. Who we already know is, well, in her room. So let's go ahead and give it to her. Hey, Reen, what's up? Oh boy, looks like she's still drinking. I get the feeling that one odd magazine in the pile is probably hers. You wouldn't happen to know what this is, would you? Oh, that's my magazine. I used Academy's money to buy. Didn't think you'd read it, too. Let's not jump to conclusions now. Looks like I was right on the mark. The truth is... Thanks. That explains it, though. Sounds like your work for the student council is varied, if nothing else. Well, might as well have a little look at it now. She might be the most carefree person I've ever met. That's a magazine for people looking to tour the Empire, isn't it? That seems like something you should be buying with your own money, not the Academy's. It's for your field studies. What? I'm reading this so I can research potential field study locations. Yet here you are, assuming I'm using it to plan a sneaky little holiday for myself. That's pretty rude, you know. I see. That certainly does sound plausible. It might not seem like it sometimes, but I guess she really is always looking out for us. Oh, the booze here looks pretty good. First it tells me about Celtic's beer, and now this. Gotta appreciate the magazine that covers an adult's needs. I take it back. Or take it all back. The only person she's thinking about is herself. Right, that's all 5 of them delivered. Let's head back and report to Kynes. I guess it's Kinez is what his name is. It looks like you've made all of your deliveries. What a boon you've been. Thank you. Always happy to be a boon. Here, I wanted to give you something as a token of my gratitude. They may come in handy at some point. I think they will. Much appreciated. Again, I cannot overstate how thankful I am. You'll be the first one I call if I ever need a hand again. I'm always willing to help. See you later. Alright, that's quest complete. So next up is the tutor side quest, which we need to go to... this is just a house, right? It was just a house. Is there any fishing we can do here right now? I guess there is, but actually I think we're caught up on fishing right now, thankfully. So we don't have to worry about that right now. What we do want to do, though, is go into the lower class dorm, as we need to talk to Klein. Here he is. Excuse me, you're Klein, right? I am. If you're asking, you must be Reen. Yep, Reen Schwarzer of Class 7, at your service. I read you wanted me to fill in for you at your tutoring job. That's right, something urgent's come up, so I won't be able to make it today. That's why I took this straight to the student council. If you don't mind me prying, may I ask what's so urgent? Of course. Truth is, my family got in contact with me last night to help me, or to tell me that my mom collapsed when she was out working. That's all I know, but I've already got tickets out for the train to the country this afternoon. I'd do the same if I were you. The house you'll be tutoring at's straight shot south from these dorms. It's by the riverside. You can't miss it. Your pupil's a boy named Emil, and you'll be speaking to his mother, Melissa. In terms of what and how you teach him, I'm leaving that up to you. And honestly, if you want to back out, that's fine too. I've already told Melissa that you're not necessarily locked in, so she'll understand if you can't make it. Thanks for giving me the out, at least. Oh right, I probably should have asked that at the beginning, but are you sure you want me doing this? I've never tutored anyone before. Well, you're a student here, so you've got the knowledge to do it at least. Ever helped other people study before? I've helped my younger sister with things she didn't understand at Sunday school. Then there you have it. Emil's got all the books you need already. So all you need to do is go through the material together. Today's topic should be orbital science, by the way. You might be able to brush up at the library if you're not too confident in that area. Thank you for the information. Well then, I've still got to pack, so I'll be heading back to my room now. Any other questions before I go? I should be fine with what you've told me. Nice, this will be a real weight off my shoulders. Good luck. I do hope nothing serious happened to his mom. So, today's topic is orbital science, huh? He probably had the right idea about going to the library. It's probably worth brushing up on my knowledge of the Reinford Company, too. Once I've done that, I'll find the house. Well, we don't necessarily have to do that. Really, we can just go straight to the house. Also, Emil. If any of you know that I'm a big fan of Chugga Conroy, it's just funny how I'll be tutoring a kid named Emil. Excuse me, I was sent here by a second-year student named Klein. Oh, you must be the one filling in for him. How thoughtful of him to find a replacement. Are you free to tutor Emil now? Yeah, of course. Oh, thank you. I'll take you to his room then. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Breen Schwarzer. I'm a first year and a member of Class 7. Nice to meet you. Likewise. So, what do you say we get started? Are we going over orbital science today, correct? That's right. I've already got my textbooks ready. Page 40, huh? So we'll be focusing more on the historical side of things. Indeed. For the record, Klein and I covered up to the beginnings of the orbital revolution last time. It really deserves to be called a revolution for changing everyone's lives so much and so quickly. I'm sure you know the answer, but let me ask to refresh myself. How long ago did the orbital revolution take place? Starting with an easy one, I see. It started about 50 years ago. You make it sound like common knowledge. I should have expected you to be as smart since you are a Thor student. I wouldn't go that far. To follow up, do you know who invented orbments? That would be Professor C. Epstein. Speaking of which, it was in the year 1155, just a year after his death, that the Epstein Foundation was formed by his skilled disciples. Oh wow, I didn't expect to hear all that. You really are amazing. That's not true. The way I explained things probably made them even harder to understand. Either way, I think today's plan is to go over these topics as a refresher first. And after that, we'll try to cover everything up to the year 1170 of the Septian calendar. Sounds good to me. And that's about it. Did you manage to get all that? Yes, I should be good to go. I have to admit, I'm surprised. It's hard to believe that a company as massive as Rhineford used to be just a single factory. It really is. The orbital revolution brought about big changes just about everywhere. But it's safe to say that the Rhineford factory's transformation into such a huge corporation is one of the biggest ones. It certainly ended up having a major impact on Zemeria, so I'd have to agree. Speaking of which, I wanted to ask, what was it that the Rhineford factory specialized in making? This book doesn't really mention that. Well, they specialized in making weapons, such as guns and artillery. The factory's been around for a long time. I've even heard that it was around back in the Middle Ages. That's fascinating. Thanks for letting me know. I'm impressed at just how knowledgeable you are. I'm just doing my job. Seems like today's session's over. Are you okay with leaving off here for the day? This is a good stopping point, so yes, it was a pleasure to have you as a tutor today. Thank you for covering for Klein. Emil seems to have learned a lot today. He's a great teacher. In fact, I didn't even put him on the same level as Klein. I'm honored. I'm glad to see he's happy. Well then, I have to give you something. Thank you. Wait, Mira? I can't just take this. Why not? People normally get paid for their work. Well, I guess. Didn't really feel like work to me. I guess I'd be rude to refuse it though. Well, if you insist, thank you very much. You're welcome. I'm very grateful you filled in for Klein. Alright, well, that takes care of all of the optional side quests that we can take on for now. So that really all that leaves is the old schoolhouse. So I guess with that, since I'm not going to try to push starting the old schoolhouse in this episode, next time on the Legend of Heroes, Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we're going to head into the old schoolhouse and figure out what the new changes exactly are, since even Fee herself said that the area had changed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Sure helps out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you've not already. And I will see you guys all later.